Max Sec.
Welcome to another video.
That we are attacking your fundamental rights or limiting your fundamental rights. The Charter says that wrong. But we're still going to go ahead and do it. It's basically a loophole that allows a majority to override fundamental rights of a minority.
So I just wanted to show how the government seems to know best, and so do your medical industries.
All of a sudden, the radio announcer came on hysterical. It says, the Japs are bombing Pearl Harbor. This is for real. So I went out and looked towards Pearl Harbor, and sure enough, you can see up in the sky this puff of smoke. 3 aircraft flew right over us. Gray, dove gray, with red dots on the wings. I knew they were Japanese. And I felt that the world that I had known and had dreamt about and planned
for Japanese Americans, the attack on Pearl Harbor marked the beginning of a long nightmare. The government ordered all Japanese Americans on the West Coast, more than 110,000 people, to leave their homes.
The government said that it was for our own good, because if we had stayed on the ranch, people would come and shoot us.
16,000 men, women, and children were sent halfway across the country to a state that didn't want them.
Most Arkansans had never seen Japanese Americans, and most viewed them as enemies of the state.
It was scary to think when we go to bed that all these people are just so close to us and what they might do.
They were confined in concentration camps.
We were surrounded by barbed wire. They had watchtowers with armed American soldiers with rifles.
In Arkansas and in America, Japanese Americans were prisoners of the U.S. military and the field.
Case against CMS. But I wanted to lean heavily into the Canadian side of this question, but I want to make sure we stipulate something on okay. This is not a public health situation. This is not even a science situation. And while I appreciate the public health people and the scientists who love to talk about the nuance of this, it is like commenting on the merits of firearms at a shooting. This is a case of murder. It is not a case of disease. It is not a case of pandemic. This is a case of murder. And people who are currently doing the delivery of the agent of that murder are in fact people who wear lab coats.
You're producing an electrical disturbance of the brain, a gross disorganization of the usual patterns, and presumably the abnormality that for which we're treating the patient is an electrical dysfunction, and for some reason we don't understand, when the patient recovers from the treatment, they seem to be in a better state of mind.
If they wore anything else, if they wore hoodies, they wore anything else, we'd call them murderers. Right now we call them doctors.
Yeah, so a fun fact, during the World War II Operation Paperclip, Joseph Mengele was brought over to the States, and he was a top doctor that perfected one of the precursors to the MK Ultra program. What you're looking at is a picture I took about 6 months ago in my dad's yard. It's the sun, the isobar rays from the sun, and then this laser beam. I don't know what that was, but what a strange picture, man. Lights in the sky. How's this sound, y'all? Just grooving tonight. Yeah, you want to wait? Check this. And now you disappear, huh? Good. You don't deserve it.
As Professor Lance Smith points out in his book on the subject, the term conspiracy theory did not exist as a phrase in everyday American conversation before 1964. Conspiracy. Now today, of course, the term conspiracy theory appears in pretty much every New York Times story about American politics. It's wielded, now as then, as a weapon against anyone who asks questions the government doesn't answer.
It's a dangerous thing. Once stoked, whether by a judge from the bench or a prime minister with a dog whistle, there is no way to predict where it will end. These are troubling times. Across Canada, especially in my home province, Canadians are being encouraged by their government to be fearful of one another. For me, it is both unconscionable and a real threat to Canadian liberty. Or limiting your fundamental rights, and the Charter says that was wrong. We're still going to go ahead and do it. It's basically a loophole that allows a majority